Hey everyone, welcome to Ellis Mowers. I appreciate y'all watching. We're going to work on this Craftsman push mower here. And what I've noticed is that we are at least going to have to do a gas cap, gas tank, and pull rope on it. So let's go ahead and get started and see what else we've got to do to it. Alright guys, I'm going to give you a walk around before we get started here. We are going to, let's see, is that missing a bolt? Yeah, we'll have to bolt that back down as well. Let's see, self-propel, see if we can get in there and see if we got yeah, everything looks connected on the self-propel, that's good. But let me show you what happened. I don't know what truly happened, but it looks like it got scraped on by something, or if a dog tried to eat it or something like that. But we do have a hole in the gas tank and many areas of scoring. The gas cap is completely ruined as well. I want to see if I can get this cap opened. We will in just a second. Oil. Oh wow, the dipstick's even like bent. That's crazy. So we can straighten out the dipstick. That's not a huge deal. Like I said, the pull rope. So I honestly don't know if it'll even turn. Looks like the safety cable's good on it. Comes with a bag too. It is a key start, but you know the battery's long since been dead on it. So let me see if I can get this gas cap off. The ingenuity that some people do in order to save $5-6. I do some of that ingenuity, but it's not this. So let me do this real quick. This is a 7 horsepower Quantum Briggs. It's a 22-inch cut. Looks like somebody had recently put a plug in it, or the plug is extremely clean, one of the two. I'm taking the plug boot out because what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the pull handle and see if the bottom of the engine pulls over. I'm going to pull it by the blade. Yeah, so it's got compression on it. That's good. If you give me just a second, we'll check the air filter as well. Alright, so let's take this off. Air filter, pretty oily. Carburetor looks decent though, that's good. This is the bigger 700 series Quantum. I don't know how many cc's, I think. I don't know if they advertise yet. 190, so. And then the Easy Walk self-propel. It's not my favorite because the front end always has camber issues with it, and this one looks like it's been used fairly decently. However, if I put a gas cap, gas tank, air filter, pull rope, and even if I put a carburetor on it, this is still about $150 to $160 mower, honestly. Even with the bag especially, it's probably about a $160 mower. So that's decent money considering that I don't have much at all in it. I should only have about $20 in it. I also will need to do an oil change. And I might just go and replace that dipstick if I can't get it straightened out pretty well. So 5 minutes in, we know what we're going to get going with. And let me get it on the bench and let's go ahead and get started working. So before we do anything to this, we have to, well, before we can even test it out, we got to put a pull rope in it. So that's my first order of business. I got the gas cap off. It wasn't too bad, just some pliers going in the trash. So is this tank. You can see it's eat up all around the where they I don't know what happened to this thing, but whatever happened to it, it just screwed everything up right up top here. Nothing to where it's going to be detrimental though, thankfully. While I have the gas tank and everything off, I might as well go ahead and save a little, do a little bit of weight reduction and take that starter off, and I might take some of this wiring harness off as well, because I mean, truthfully, we're never going to use this key start function again on this push mower. I know the battery hides I don't even know. It hides somewhere down there. But we're not going to be taking that out. So, first order of business, flathead or Phillips screwdriver. We'll take the 2 screws off of the top cover here. Lay that aside. This is a 3rd screw, and that just is like a secondary cover. And then you can see how the auto choke works here. That's not the auto choke, this is. Need to lube it up a little bit. Sorry, I just sometimes forget the camera's running. 3 5/16. I'll grab my impact for that. I'll go ahead. I gotta take this tank completely off, so it'll be a 3/8 as well. I know this impact sounds like it's on its last legs. It is. I have new ones. I'm using this one till the bitter end. I had a drill of this Craftsman 19.2 volt, and I finally got tired of it and threw it away. Just kind of waiting for this one to burn up. Anyways, there's your 3/8 I just took off down there at the bottom. I'll go ahead and take off the gas line. Gas line looks good right here at the tank, so we'll go ahead and do that. Trying to be better about putting my tools up after every job. I'm trying to but follow people like Phil's Small Engine Nation and stuff when it comes to cleanliness and whatnot in the shop, so to speak. So do that. Still got a little bit of something in the tank. Come on. There we go. We'll just wiggle this out. There we go. That's straight water. Let me just get this out of the way. if that's straight water, that probably means the carb is straight water. We'll have to probably do a quick and dirty on it at the very least. We'll check the jet and such. There's our starter. Our starter is not terrible to get off. It is that a 3/8, which I've already got here. 1, and see if I can wiggle 2 back there. There we go. Mostly just saving weight here. Unplug that and just get it out of the way. There we go. So that's a good 5 or 6 pounds right there. Next up is some more 3/8. Take off the engine cover. 2 in the back, 2 in the front. And we'll be down to our pull rope, and we'll see if the pull rope spring is still good on this. Let's see. Let's pull it out. We'll pull it out with the dipstick. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. So that's. Yeah. Oh, let me show it to you. So it looks like the rope is still good. You pull it in the direction that the tabs. You can see that it winds back up. So it looks like there is some rope in there, so this is not worst case scenario, but it's going to make it a little bit more difficult to get it all out, just because, unless there's only just a little bit of rope in there. Well, maybe I'll be able to pull it all out. Yeah, I think I'm going to be able to pull it all out right here. That's good. Awesome. So the rope just snapped, it looks like. So, that flywheel nut. I hope that flywheel key's good, because I'm not getting that flywheel nut off of the way that it is. See how rusted that mess is. So that's good so far. I might go ahead and take off, while we're here, might as well, right? And for pull rope, I've covered this actually in my previous 2 videos, so I'm not going to worry about it in this one. Wind it up about 5 or 6 pulls, put a screwdriver in it, lined it up where the hole right there for the pull rope recoil and the shroud match up, and then just let it go. Cut your rope to length, and then you're good to go. I'm going to take these 3 bolts off right here. Bolt screws, whatever you want to call them. Oh, carburetor just moved right there. I don't know why. Let's see, 1, 2, and 3. I would not recommend impacting them back on, but to take them off, it's okay. Ooh, is that a broke? No, okay. So it's just loose right up here where the intake tube is. So I'm just going to grab a 1/4 inch wrench It's also loose right there, so I need to take this carburetor off. That's what I need to do. Yeah, and I'm just showing y'all the whole process, guys. This is the auto choke. We're just going to take this off for right now. I don't know what happened to my 1/4 inch nut driver. I think I lost it when I did a mobile repair a while back. Make sure you don't lose that spring right there. I might go ahead and take... I might just leave it right there for right now. I try not to take those off if I don't have to. 2 3/8 will get my carburetor off. Fuel line will come with it. I have to get a different angle on that right there. Alright, there we go. That's one of them. Those bolts have a distinct shoulder on them as well, so you want to be careful. We're going to take the fuel line off here. Just like that. Alright. Yeah, a lot of corrosion in the fuel line. Might as well go ahead and replace it while we're here. And then that should allow us enough room to get to the second 3/8 bolt. Maybe not. There we go. Okay, so that's off now too. There we go. Alright, so that carb is off. Mighty dirty, but seen worse. While we are here, let me take my 1/4 inch. What I'm doing is I am tightening these intake bolts here. I'm going to get a 1/4 inch wrench, I think, actually, for one of them. Just snugging them up because they've gotten loose. Let me grab an extension so I can get around it. Doing the same thing to this one. That's a plastic tube, you don't want to crack it. Alright, so this has only got one area, or one bolt that holds this one on. Alright, so there we go. So that's much, much tighter than it was. While we're here, last but not least, let's take a look at the carburetor while we're here. 1/2 inch for the bowl nut. I suspect it's going to be a little nasty. I have a replacement one of these if I need it. Man, it's nasty. Yeah, that's all swollen up. Corrosion. Massive corrosion, actually. I've tried saving corroded carbs. I'm not even going to worry with this one because it's always fighting a losing battle because you have swollen seals and all that mess. So I'm just going to go ahead and chuck it. It's just not worth the time and the effort, honestly. And to date, I have never had, of the dozens of Chinese carburetors that I put on mowers, I've never had one come back. So it's always the ones that I rebuild are the ones that come back. So guys, we've broken this down. Y'all saw me just completely break it down. So now I'm just gonna put it all back together basically. I've tightened up the intake area here. I will get another carburetor. I need to order some carburetors. We'll replace the fuel line. Just cut your fuel line to length and replace it. It's pretty easy. I'll put a pull rope on it. And we'll put a carb on it. See if it'll work. If so, we'll be good. Catch you on a few. Alright guys, so I'll show you what I've gotten up to this point. Nothing that I didn't show you taking it off, putting it on. So I've got the new pull rope in, new gas tank, new gas cap. Excuse me. And then the air filter backing plate and the carburetor and the fuel line. Nothing different than I showed you originally. Putting or taking it off, so it's just basically the exact opposite of taking it off, just putting it on. One tip that I do want to mention is don't tighten any of your screws or bolts fully. Make sure you get them all threaded in and then you can tighten them. Make sure you get all 3 screws on the top of the gas tank and then on the bottom here. Thread it in before you tighten them all the way, because it's going to wallow or flex a little bit trying to get it on. Like I said, this is a good gas tank. I found a gas cap for it, so we're in business there. Fuel line, I put an air filter on it and we'll drop it down. One thing also I'm in the process of is removing a lot of the wiring. I do like to keep this wiring though, because I do strip it and use it for toggle switches and whatnot for mowers that don't have any sort of bail handle. So I have that as well. And I think we're cruising along pretty well otherwise. So give me a couple more minutes and I will get it down and we'll test it out. Hopefully we'll have a good lawnmower here. Once I straighten out the oil is full, and the oil is actually very clean. And it even smells good. So I may not even bother with that. Have to check the blade too, but we're getting close, guys. Let me get it off the bench here and deal with this wiring a little bit, and we'll test it out. Alrighty, y'all, I got it on the ground here. Gas in it. Oil, like I said, is full. I'm just going to pull it and see if it'll start for us. What do y'all think? Pretty darn good, I would say. Do need to give it a little bit of run time. Also do need to adjust the easy walk up there. It's a little sluggish, but it does work. And that adjustment is right here. And all you have to do is take a wrench and just kind of turn that right there a little bit. And we're going to turn it out. to increase the tension on the self-propel mechanism, and that should fix our issue with the slow self-propel. And then I'm just going to button everything back up, clean it up. We know it runs fine. I'm going to sharpen the blade. I'll check the oil one more time to make sure the oil is clean and full, and we'll write this one off, guys. Pretty quick fix here, just a lot of cosmetic stuff in the carburetor, obviously. I don't know if I showed it to you at the very beginning like I usually do, but this is a 128 T05 engine with a build date of 2009, January 21st, 2009. So a lot of had a lot of stuff that's less than 15 years old here lately, which is a rarity for me, it seems. And this is one of them. So let me readjust that easy walk a little bit. I also put a screw in here for the cover that was missing, so that's tight now and we're in good shape. So let me do that, and I'll rejoin y'all whenever I get this thing cleaned up and ready to roll. Alright guys, here we are in the sun, letting this thing dry off after I've washed it. It turned out pretty good. Obviously the paint's a little faded on it from 10 or 11 years of use. However, it turned out pretty well. You have a couple of faded stickers, so you know it's been living outside for some of its life. Somebody had already modified the pull rope here, or the bail cable, but it works, so that's a good thing. And then the bag and whatnot, and so let's step back and just give it one final look here. Looks pretty good, right? I think this will sell for about $150 to $160, which is good. Let me show you that it runs, and then we'll wrap this thing up. It runs pretty good. I had a little bit of trouble originally with it starting and with the auto choke, but I got that all fixed, so that's good. Actually, I should say it fixed itself, just with a little bit of run time, just freed itself up. So give you a running walk around. Runs good. Alright guys, so that's it for this one. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We fixed the chewed up gas tank and gas cap. Gave it a good cleanup, put a new carburetor and pull rope on it. New air filter. Oil was already clean and full, so we didn't have to worry about that. And we sharpened the blade. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all enjoy videos like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Also follow me on my Instagram and Facebook pages at the same name, Ellis Mowers. And we'll sell this off to some happy customer, and I will catch y'all on the next mower flip.